guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Wednesday. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 3 of season 2 of Wednesday, and apparently our stalker has been revealed as Agnes. Now, I don't know if that was a holdover from last season where they needed to include it in this season and tie it up pretty early, because it doesn't seem likely that Agnes would actually have been her stalker. Like she even says, like, a 13-year-old is my stalker, so Agnes had to have been 12 and at the school and invisible and had become obsessed with Wednesday. How? So I don't know if that's just to throw us off that we're done with the stalker stuff and that we're going to keep thinking it's Agnes if there is more stalker things happening, or if there's a different stalker. I don't really like the stalker storyline, period. I would rather it just be Detective Wednesday, because I think that that's where she rocks. So not the most satisfying conclusion to that storyline, but I also don't know if it's concluded, so TBD. We were introduced to Professor Ortloff, who is Christopher Lloyd, and what a great way to put Fester in the series without, like, really having to have him do heavy acting, because he's old, you know? He's done his service to the acting community and to all of us who absolutely love and adore him. But I love the way that they did incorporate him. I don't know if a lot of people are a fan of that at all. I haven't heard from anybody, but what I do know is that I appreciate him being there. Also because when Wednesday goes to see Tyler and, you know, she tells him about his father, it's really interesting that, like, his father was killed by a murdered by a murder of crows, if you will. So, like, the fact that Professor Ortloff is able to tell us that an avian can control birds, and they haven't had one at the academy for at least 10 years, that means we have to, like, look to somebody who's, you know, 25 and is an actual avian. Now, also with Tyler, you know, he's incredibly mad to see Wednesday. He, you know, like, hates Enid for what she did. I mean, it took a werewolf to stop a Hyde. Okay, I'm fine with it. But what I will say is that I don't know if Tyler is actually angry, if it's just him being a Hyde, if it's that he is actually angry at Wednesday and Enid, if he's hurt by something, or if he's being treated poorly in this environment. Because, what was her name? I write everything down, but it's out of order the way I'm speaking about it. I just want it to flow. Dr. Fairburn, she doesn't make me feel good about her taking care of any outcasts. Like, I'm like, I feel like you want to control them or contain them, not necessarily help them. Maybe she does want to learn about them, but probably for, like, her own gain, which I don't trust. So I don't know if Tyler actually is, like, mad or if he's being mistreated and tortured in this place. I could definitely see that happening, but there is no love lost between him and Wednesday, and I love that because I don't want her in a romantic storyline. Keep me out. But somebody who is in a love triangle, which, again, we don't need love triangles, Enid, just talk to Ajax and tell him, I just need to be, you know, free, or, you know, I'm having other feelings and it doesn't include you, and I really like you, but I really want to keep you as my friend, or I just don't feel the same way I did before, or whatever it is. Just tell him how you feel. Regardless of whether or not it hurts his feelings, it's the truth. And I would rather tell the truth to somebody than continue to lie and then do stuff behind their back. Because I like Bruno. I think Bruno's cute. Not just, like, cute in the sense that, like, he looks cute, but the fact that him and Enid kind of have in common that they both got their wolf ability latent. Like, it was very late in their family. And, like, we saw how Enid's family treated her because she hadn't wolfed out yet, and I'm sure Bruno got the same treatment. So them having that in common, you know, like, it's easier to bond with somebody when they've gone through something that you have as well. Is it trauma bonding? Yes. Is that good? No, not really. I just support my girl and I want her to be happy, but I also want Ajax to be okay, and you got to talk to him, girl. You can't just string him along. We also had Bianca, who has been tasked by Dort to get Morticia's mother to help fund the school and fundraise and give her money. And my question, before we get into the whole thing with Bianca, is, like, why do they need money? Is it just because Xavier's dad like pulled Xavier out and is no longer helping? Like, how much were they relying on Xavier's dad? Like, are like all the parents here not pretty wealthy? Like, isn't Gomez a lawyer? Like, I mean, he is, like we saw in the last episode. That doesn't necessarily equal wealth, but if Morticia comes from money and Gomez is a lawyer, I'm like, shouldn't it be expensive to go to Evermore? If it's not, like, just ask the parents. And especially, like, why do we need money? Like, what's happening that we need a great amount of money? Like, is Dort being manipulated some way somehow? Or like, is he I was like, was he siren songed by her mother and then given the medallion to protect him from being siren songed again by Bianca because she tried it? So I'm like, why do we need money so badly? And why is he like so nice and sweet to everybody else and kind of a dick to her? So I'm interested in that, but also she did go and siren song Morticia. She didn't want to. I feel so bad that she had to, but now I'm like, shit. If that's Morticia's top priority is to get her mom to come and give the school money, like how is she going to be like helping Wednesday with, not having Goody's book, with the psychic power not working anymore? Wednesday's not going to come to her, but also Morticia was like wanting to be close and involved with Wednesday because of Ophelia and the link between Wednesday and Ophelia. And now with Bianca saying it's going to be your top priority, she's going to ignore things that maybe Wednesday needs help with. Yikes. And really, I think, like, her running into Capri, and Capri mentioning, like, music, you need to let the music control you and give you flow. And I'm just like, yeah, that's also probably what she needs to do for her psychic ability. It was a little heavy-handed, and I was like, yeah, I think we're all coming to the conclusion that Wednesday just needs to give in. But I wonder if Ophelia had issues because she was trying to force the psychic power, and if Wednesday just gives in, because anytime that something's happened to her, she's never been looking for something. It just happens. And so like I think it will guide her in a way to help her, because like her just coming across the murder scene with the crows, like it led her there. Not even psychically. It just, she's drawn to that stuff. So I think if she just like allows things to happen, it'll happen. But like I said, I don't know if we're done with the stalker thing. There might be another one. We might be blaming Tyler. We might be blaming the doctor. Again, I forget what her name is. I think it'd be too easy to say that it's Capri. I don't think it's Orloff. I don't think it's Dort. But I want to know who is controlling the crows. Oh, and I almost forgot about Pugsley and his zombie coming back to life and then like keeping him in Eugene's shed and him getting loose and then eating the driver's ed teacher. Oh my. And especially leaving a voicemail about Enid and how it was like a horrible experience, even though it was Wednesday. Like they're going to think that Enid was responsible for something, because if it's Ravage, they're going to be like, you wolfed out on the driver's ed teacher for flunking you or whatever. And like that puts her in a very difficult position because of Wednesday. Wednesday could do so much by just talking. So much. I know it doesn't come naturally for her. Just even talk to your dad about it. If you don't want to talk to your mom, talk to your dad. Even though he said that's not my story to tell. But still. Damn. And then, of course, we had Thing and no one remembering his birthday and everyone being mean to him. Like Morticia being like mad at him about Goody's book and not reporting that to her. And it's like, where do your loyalties lie? And he's just like, with the family. Like they showed the whole montage of like Gomez like golfing with him and him pouring the drink and like the glass and everything falling and him having to go through it, and it's just, Thing is an absolute sweetheart. Enid treats him very well and he's part of the pack, and I love that because he needs someone to be tender and caring to him. Fester remembered his birthday at least, but no one else did, and that's really upsetting because they wouldn't be able to do the majority of the things that they do without him. I'm just going to leave that there. I am very much Team Thing. So, guys, I'm excited to get into this episode. It being the one right after learning who the stalker is, and I don't know how I feel about Agnes. I'm ready to move on to a different story, or at least progress the story of the murder of crows. That's where I want to go. And just hang in there. It gets worse. I love this shirt so much. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. Was that a tent?
Saz's
Reminds me of Addams Family Values.
Long. How did you get her up to Jericho in a moment's notice?
She has a sore spot for disembodied appendages.
Oh, is that her mom?
I'm so mortified. We forgot Thing's birthday. It's unforgivable.
Oh, no, it's just a manicurist. I was like, oh my god, I never pictured her mother looking like that.
Another hour in the Stasha Death Touch.
Oh, look at that.
Thing will be in your hand.
Agonizing.
You gotta call your mom?
Last night, I had the sudden urge to call Mama and ask her to be guest of honor at the gala.
How very distressing.
Doubtless that's the reason why Principal Dort recruited me.
Yep.
Dearest Mama has to make every interaction
Okay.
so torturous. Fortunately, I have a very high threshold for pain.
Yeah.
Which I find intoxicating.
These two. Goals. Absolute goals. But she also has a bad relationship with her mother, and Wednesday has a bad relationship with her. Interesting. Are they gonna dance? Oh my god, stop. Stop it. I love when they do that. They're so sexy. That looks like Wednesday's boots. Yes? Maybe not. Maybe hers are a little bit more, like, thick in the bottom. Whoa, what's in here? Oh, well, I was going to say maybe it's not Wednesday, but, like, is Wednesday maybe looking for a goodies book?
I'm going to slip into something a little bit more uncomfortable.
Make sure it has a lot of spikes and buckles.
These two. These two. Stop it. Nice try, Wednesday.
I underestimated your bat-like hearing.
And my maternal intuition.
She knew. She knew.
You used to hide our Dia de los Muertos presents in here.
Because I wanted you to find those.
Mm.
Do you remember my favorite bedtime story?
The Salem witch trial transcripts. Nothing put you to sleep faster than the rantings of the condemned.
They were allowed to make their case to the magistrate. Allow me the same courtesy?
Maybe you should have tried this before? Just saying.
Galpin was murdered by that same one-eyed crow.
Mm-hmm.
And his former partner was also killed by these birds. These aren't random attacks. Someone is behind it all.
An avian?
An avian.
I am not appealing to you as my mother, but as a fellow psychic.
As a fellow psychic, you understand your visions are unreliable and open to many interpretations.
Yeah, you should know that.
I had mastered my ability. It showed me exactly what I needed to see.
What you wanted to see.
Like that serial killer in Kansas City.
Oop.
Every artist needs their own signature.
You've made a very compelling argument to never give you back that book.
Yeah.
But the only answers I have are in that book.
They're not answers. They're shortcuts that will lead you down a treacherous path filled with pain.
Proud of you, Morticia.
You sound just like Ophelia. She was impatient and strong-willed and allowed her ability to drive her to madness. You're my daughter, and I won't fail you the way that my mother failed Ophelia.
Oh boy.
This isn't over.
At all. Gosh. What a mirroring relationship of mother-daughters.
I'm sorry, Mosheki. The romantic mood has unexpectedly escaped me.
Oh, poor Gomez.
Maybe later.
He's so positive. Yeah, like, I wanted Wednesday to talk to her mom, but I hate how it's like, bend to my will and do what I want, or like, I'm gonna try any way I can. You know, just listen to your mom. Talk to her about Ophelia. Ask her about Ophelia.
Galpin may have finally left a useful clue, yet even in death, he refuses to cooperate.
Meaning?
I have nothing to wear.
Two?
And where's the top to my zebra striped bikini?
Hiding in shame.
Are you just gonna sit there and stare at that disgusting eyeball?
What does she need a bikini for?
Well, there's the bus fit, and then the opening campfire, then the late night swim, and then there's the morning hike, and then the final jamboree.
Oh, goodness, girl.
You know, if you came, it would be the perfect opportunity for you to get to know the wolf pack better.
As Voltaire
Yeah.
once said, the happiest of lives is a busy solitude. Ironic, considering you've been avoiding Ajax.
Ooh, the call out. Good grief.
Just didn't expect my relationship with Bruno to heat up so quickly. I mean, we literally skipped right past the talking babes. I just don't know how to break things up with Ajax.
Yeah,
Quick
you
blow to
don't.
the hedge would suffice.
Did
Didn't Davina borrow your swimsuit top?
Oh my god, maybe she did. Thank you, Wednesday.
Was that just to get rid of her?
I don't know if Davina borrowed her bikini top. I just needed the decibel level to go down so I could think.
Yeah.
She's gone full Sylvia Plath over a bikini top. Who knows how she would react if she knew I had a vision of her death.
That's
Can you
very
inspire?
true.
Can I sing
Oh my
the funeral?
god! Agnes!
Enid's not going to die, because I'm going to find the murderer first. Breathe a word.
And you'll find some fiendishly exotic way to kill me. I know.
So is she just gonna be around all the time now?
Go find somebody else to stalk.
The more you push me away, the more I'll want to please you.
So creepy.
Classic emotional manipulation technique.
I'm late for a funeral. And if you're here when I get back, I'll be early for another.
Ooh! Yeah, maybe don't sneak into her room.
So,
Oh, we got him back.
Slurp just came back on his own.
Yep. He was sitting in here when I came in this morning.
He looks different.
I think he's healing.
He ate a person, so his body is coming back.
It's like he's regenerating in hyperspeed.
I mean, cool,
I'm
but
telling you,
awful. Someone
it's
had
the
to
mystery.
die.
The more he eats, the more alive he gets.
It's not the mystery, mate.
He may be brainless, but he knows he's got a sweet setup here. Who else is gonna take care of him?
Himself, eventually.
New England corpse moth. Super rare. Only ever found.
In corpses?
So watch out, Pugsley might want to eat that.
Did you hear that? He just said his first word.
What did he say? Brains?
He's not trying to call you his bruh. He's trying to say brain.
Yeah.
He sensed it. Did you not know this?
Uh,
Supposed to be his friends.
He wants your brain.
Nobody, bachelor! This is way too dangerous. We need to tell someone. No!
Eugene, please tell somebody.
He's already dead. We can't leave him here alone while we're out camping.
Don't worry about that. I already got that covered.
What, are you going to take him with you? How does he have that covered? From who? Oh, that is such a messed up situation.
May the wind be at your back. May the sunshine warm your face.
See, why is the doctor here?
2 mourners. That's 2 more than Galpin ever deserved.
Ooh. Damn.
And I'm here representing Tyler, who rather grimly asked me to make sure his father was really dead.
Yikes.
I'm mixing business with pleasure. Funerals are a hobby. And killers have a habit of showing up to their victims' interments.
It doesn't take years of police work to see that.
It wasn't years of police work that exposed Tyler as a hide, it was me.
Then I shouldn't have.
Fair enough.
Whoever killed Galpin and Bradbury means business. Don't tempt fate, Miss Addams.
Yeah, she's going to, but yeah, she shouldn't.
Did Galpin ever visit Tyler?
Good question.
Within seconds, Tyler transformed. Almost ripped through those titanium bars. It took a full 5 minutes with a shock collar before he returned to his human form.
Interesting.
This killer, I think they're an avian.
The ability to control birds. Intriguing theory. Rest assured, we have no avian patients at Willow Hill.
How about an avian doctor? I think she might be an avian.
I think that's worth a little off-the-record quid pro quo.
It's more than Galpin ever gave me.
She could be manipulating you too, Wednesday. I trust no one. Kaka! Yeah, exactly.
I need the key to room 302.
What is Bianca doing? For who?
This guest is not to be disturbed, and I was never here.
Part of me wishes I had that ability, but I don't like this for Bianca.
Yeah. I heard the FBI raided the Morning Song
my,
compound
my.
this morning, but Gideon wasn't there. I'm scared.
Do you know where Gideon is?
That cult was in handcuffs or a body bag. I wasn't gonna let that happen.
I know.
It's a good daughter. You don't deserve it.
We both know the only reason he married me was to help him recruit people so that he could steal their money.
Yep.
You're going to find him. And then, once he's in custody, we'll be free. I promise I will keep you safe.
Gosh, Bianca has a really good heart.
The only chance for resuscitation is by taking drastic measures.
You gonna recruit? She just used a photo.
The nose is a little bigger.
She had somebody change into him? Genius.
Nice shape-shifting, Josephine.
Good job.
Anything for Wednesday, Addams.
Well, this is a little much.
For our first case together,
I wanted to over-deliver.
I find your
first
lack
case?
of boundaries infuriating and your founding devotion irksome. But your ability does have its investigative perks.
Yeah.
She's even crueler in person.
Please.
Fair.
You're both dismissed.
What did you want? A hug? Do you know Wednesday?
Bradbury hasn't been a cop for years. He was talking about the bullpen at the sheriff's station. I think
Different
we're looking for an
bullpen.
address to a house or apartment.
Mm-hmm. The bullpen. It's a cabin.
2015.
Oh, is she gonna go on the trip now? All of a sudden, she's gonna want to go camping. Yeah.
Except the great outdoors beckons after all.
Ew. I
Pack
hate
weapons.
outside. Pack weapons. I literally hate anything outdoors.
It's time to heed the call to adventure.
See, he seems really nice.
This is my last taste of civilization for 2 whole days. I'll get a venti frappuccino, 2 pumps of chocolate, 1 pump of strawberry, and an extra pump of steak sauce, please.
It's 2 days in steak sauce?
Hey.
I know you like to change your mind about outfits right up until the last minute.
Yeah, not what you thought he was talking about.
Oh, let me give you a hand.
No worries. I got this.
Please just talk to him.
Thank you.
Whoa,
Let's catch up at the campgrounds.
that's intense. Goodness.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, they're not going to catch up at the campgrounds.
We're gonna need to go over some ground rules with everyone since someone decided to schedule a camping trip during a full moon. Mr. Beautiful!
Oh, people are going to be wolfing out.
You decided to come. We're gonna have so much fun.
Tamp down
No.
the exuberance. This outing is merely a cover for my ongoing murder investigation.
A Wednesday slaycation.
Oh, damn. Terrifying.
Don't get your fur balls in a snarl. I miss Sting
It
Wednesday.
looked like an angel devil thing kind of happening there.
I took the liberty of plotting multiple routes.
She tried to kill me, remember?
Yes, but she failed. Which proves she's only an amateur.
I deserve that.
She looks good in black.
I'll be sleeping with one eye open.
Don't bother. You wouldn't see me coming anyway.
Ooh, these two.
I was glad to see your last-minute addition to our adventure. Why the change of heart?
In my experience, someone always dies in the woods. Perhaps we'll get lucky.
I kind of like the attitude, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Okay, I don't think that there's gonna be anybody in here trying to do a pilgrim play, so it won't catch a blaze.
Despite my attempts to examine it, you're not completely bloodless.
Sis, what's up?
Did he put slurp in there?
I used it to smuggle signal flares and gasoline. You know, for the forest fire?
You mean campfire?
Whatever. As long as something burns.
Wednesday. Ha! I love their horn in that car. Yeah, your parents are here to ruin the fun.
What's she
Oh
doing here?
my god.
Her idea of communing with nature is deadheading her precious roses in the greenhouse.
I love that
I thought we'd
outfit.
make it a family affair.
She's got braids in too. I love it.
I think I'm gonna stick with Eugene. Lurch, can you give me a hand with this?
Oh my god. If looks could kill.
Maybe you two could work it out.
Not in episode 3. Interesting. I'm kind of excited now. I was like, camping. Now I'm like, oh, give me all of it. I can't wait. Oh my god, their tent is awesome. Okay. It looks just like their house.
Allow me to be a helpless prey.
Not now, caro me.
Oh, she lost her mojo.
I hate seeing you so out of sorts. Maybe you should give Wednesday the book.
No, don't placate Wednesday.
I can deal with the venomous resentment, but I won't lose her. I need your full support.
Yeah. I don't think she's going about it the right way either, but who am I to say? Jesus, Eugene. The guy doesn't have any eyes. You're trusting him to throw knives?
Out here, the world's my terrarium.
Yeah.
What's with the bottle rockets?
Not good.
Early warning system?
For what?
Slurpy slurp blurp.
What's Slurp doing here?
It's like you said, we couldn't leave him on his own.
So you brought him camping in the woods with all our classmates?
Yeah.
If he tries to escape, we'll know.
And you'll set the forest on fire.
I'll bunk with some of the other guys. I'm not sleeping with a zombie.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah,
Zombies don't sleep. Duh.
Hello?
Even worse!
Your mother packed some homemade trail mix. Extra earthworms, bugs, dirt, toenails, everything you'll find on the trail.
Ick.
Are you going to invite me in so I can inspect your tent?
No.
Eugene, just let one rip.
Yeah, it smells like someone died in there.
He loves that, though.
So if you get in trouble...
At least he wasn't like, let me in.
Especially the bodies.
Yeah. It's a little off. Yikes. Poor Eugene.
This is a new annual tradition at Nevermore. At Camp Outcast, there are no cell phones. And no normies for miles.
Incorrect!
Oh, boy. Oh, gosh.
I beg to differ with your last point.
Boy Scout troop. Great.
I reserved this campground 6 months ago for my annual Camp Claw. Cadets, what does Claw mean?
Camping, learning, adventure, wilderness!
Count me out.
Well, I also have a contract signed by the camp's owner.
Oh, Jack. Yeah, he retired to Orlando. His son's running the business now. Must have double booked.
Sounds like normie incompetence. See you around, Sarge.
Yeah, they're gonna stay.
Cadets, help them pack and load. Outcast taillights in 1,600 hours.
Sir, yes, sir!
Oh, and then there's Wednesday.
If you and your dead-eyed drones want this campground so badly, then fight us for it.
Fight us for it?
Winner takes all. Loser goes home.
I like the sound of that. Unless you and your boys are not up for the challenge.
Wow.
Okay, pigtails. We speak the same language. What are you proposing?
Yeah, what are you proposing?
I am announcing the first Cadets versus Outcast Color War. Each side will have their own Team Zephyr designed by our Da Vinci students.
Cool.
The defenders will hold the other side's Zephyr hostage. The attackers are allowed to recapture the Zephyr by any means necessary.
Any means necessary?
First team to place their Zephyr on the tripod at the top wins.
And the other one has to vacate?
Bruno and I went in.
So do I.
Oh, man. This is a Nightshades only team?
Oh.
I'll stone and you can siren anyone who gets near us.
The rest of us will be on the attack.
Good luck, freaks.
I feel like they're going to be prepared for them.
A troop of testosterone-fueled jarheads is not compromising that mission.
Take care of it.
I've hidden some crates of unsanctioned military supplies to even the odds.
Unsanctioned? Good grief.
Bailey, you'll lead our strike squad. Victory is the only acceptable outcome. Defeat is not an option.
Sir, yes, sir!
But do they have a way to defend themselves against Outcast? Or is it just like, good luck, blow some shit up?
Ajax, this way.
Do they walk around with mirrors to, mirror Ajax? And, I don't know if you can... Well, they could have medallions to, deflect Siren Song.
I can't siren them while they're wearing headphones.
Smart. Bow and arrow? What are you shooting at? The hat? Oh, will that stone everyone around him? Well, they got the Zephyr.
Green flare. The cadets got their Zephyr.
Poor Lurch, too. Between Lurch and Thing, man, they just mistreat other people and their family.
Come on!
I want to see them turn into actual wolves. Oh!
Watch out!
It's tear gas!
Bees? Okay, good, 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 good. I don't know how good this is gonna do. I mean, I don't know if bees can go into tear gas or not. I guess they can. Oh, sweetie, your face!
It takes more than chemical warfare to bring tears to my eyes.
Thank you.
Purple flare! Wednesday got the Zephyr!
Oh, poor Lurch. I guess not that far, because she just crossed those rocks, right? What are we gonna do? Whoa, Wednesday, what are you doing with that? Oh. Is she gonna zip line? She's fearless. She's absolutely fearless.
Come on, let's go.
God, is there nothing she can't do? I mean, be nice. Whoop. Was there ever any doubt that Wednesday was gonna get that done? God, Dort is such a dork.
Galpin's cabin is
love
approximately
her
2.5
tent.
miles east from the camp. Be on alert for our Blackwing Tormentor's return. If we leave now, we can get back before anyone realizes we've gone.
Joining the campfire festivities this evening, Ms. Addams?
Sure.
Most people would have FOMO, fear of missing out.
Phobia, fear of being included.
Same, actually.
Thank you for standing up to those normies. For someone who professes to be antisocial, you accomplished in one afternoon what 1,000 trust exercises never could. So thank you.
She didn't mean to. See, that's what, like, he's only mean to Bianca. So, like, he must be under somebody else's spell. Like, that's what I'm getting from it.
You've been crushed and humiliated in battle, but a phoenix always rises in defeat.
You're gonna keep going? You're gonna keep doing this? Wow, they're determined. I'll give them that.
I see the bad moon rising.
Cute little snacks. Wonder if it's really Billie Piper's voice. I know she's a singer. I just don't know what her singing voice sounds like.
There's a bad moon on the rise.
The harmony. Ugh. Sorry, buddy. Thank you, thing. Oh, Tyler.
Every mirror has a dark side.
Oh, I thought there was just something hidden behind it. There's a lot back there. Who's Lois? Is that Tyler's mom?
Patricia Red Car.
Why did it say Lois at the top?
Julian Mayojas. These are all outcast obituaries. Some died more than 15 years ago. All Willow Hill patients. Lois. If she's the one targeting outcasts, Enid could be her next victim.
I thought Lois would be Tyler's mom.
Goody's book is the only way to get my ability back. I've asked nicely. It's time to try something more pointed.
Oh, girl, I don't know if you should take those. Not only that, your stalker followed you. Oh, no, it's the bird. I take it back.
On the rise.
Great duet. That was beautiful.
I usually only sing at funerals.
I did reach out to my mother.
Were you able to convince her to reconsider?
She didn't take my call.
Perhaps we could invite her to campus. Face-to-face is always better.
Oh, she's very uncomplicated. She likes to manipulate every situation, and I refuse to play her game.
Yeah, which is why this is not fair.
You think you could maybe set aside your differences and extend an olive branch?
Mama would only accept hemlock.
Oh my. It's dark.
We're gonna sneak down to the lake for a midnight swim. You right?
How long have we been broken up?
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't want to believe it.
Enid, you're kind of a coward and it irritates me.
Just over the summer, I realized I wasn't that insecure girl who thought she would never fit in.
But I like that girl.
I know.
Ooh, that's the problem, though. It's not her anymore.
You never gave me a heads up. I wish we could have just talked about it before you
moved
moved on without me.
Yeah. It's so rude.
You remember that day in your ice heap? I guess squirrels and rats can't work out after all.
But at the same time, sweetie, you're like 16. You've got a full life ahead of you. Yeah, he deserved better than that, Enid. I'm very disappointed in you. Oh, God.
I kind of feel bad for that Gorkin. Me too. Let's move out.
I thought they were going to be like, let's use this to our advantage. And they're like, damn, we got some tea, and that is sad.
Wednesday.
Oh, this isn't her tent? Damn.
Are you here to talk?
We don't solve anything in this family with words. We do it with deeds, most of them dirty. Case in point, your theft of Goody's book. I'm giving you one last chance to return it to me.
You know I won't do that.
Or what?
I'm challenging you to a duelo a ciegas.
What is that? The smile on her face.
I feel your grandmama's bony fingerprints all over this gambit. I know you two have been talking. She used to pit me against Ophelia in the same way.
This has nothing to do with Grandmama. It has to do with you crossing boundaries. We duel tonight, under the full moon.
You're a child, Wednesday.
There's my little landmine.
Landmine. Exactly.
Wednesday and I are going to sword fight in the woods and settle our differences.
Music to my ears. I'm going to shower in one of the rustic stalls. Have fun.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna go about my business. No concern. I love it. These tents are super cool.
Your survival depends on following orders. It's all about stealth and surprise.
These cadets don't want to do this, sir. I do like that they don't want to do it. Oh! Oh no! Of course, Pugsley's tent! Slurp! Oh my God. Yeah, run, boys. Get the hell out of there.
Slurp.
Yeah. They have no idea what that means. They're just sitting around the fire and they're like, why'd they just yell slurp?
El duelo a ciegas is a very old Addams tradition. The outcome of this duel shall be binding.
I'm aware of the consequences.
Oh boy.
Figured it's best to keep it within the family.
On that we agree.
Poor thing. Oh, so cool.
If I win, you return Goody's book.
And if I win, I will burn it.
Okay. Yeah, Wednesday shouldn't F around and find out. My money's on Morticia. The whole 10,000 hour thing, Morticia's had so much longer to do this.
I knew we should have told someone. Slurp was always more of your friend anyway.
Harboring a murderous zombie.
Oh!
What are you doing here?
You guys have to
Proving
bury the
myself to your
body.
sister by handling her low priority tasks, like keeping you alive.
Okay, Agnes. I mean, I don't want to cover up a murder, but that's nice.
Slurp never tried to eat my brain.
Because that would be empty calories.
Huh? Damn. Oh, damn, girls.
You're getting resty, Mother. I can practically hear you creak.
Jeez, be nice. I mean, Wednesday does have the advantage of being young. Woo!
Still bringing a knife to a sword fight?
But, like, what was she gonna stab? Morticia's head?
You taught me everything I know.
But I didn't teach you everything I know.
Ooh! Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, thing. Why are you always in the line of fire, buddy? What are you gonna do with that there, bud? An axe murderer in a cabin? Sounds about right. Pugsley, you gonna stop him, or...? Wait, is he going after Gomez? Every iteration of Gomez is just so charismatic. Oh.
Patience. Corazón ardiente.
He's just ignoring an axe coming through his door?
Oh, you are a tigress tonight.
Gross. Does he go after like the biggest brains or like the best brains? Because we know that Gomez is incredibly smart. He's a lawyer. Oh, emotions behind it. Damn, he can do some destruction.
Whoa. Let me through. Let me through.
Oh what boy, happened? Now everyone's gonna know. Oh! Oh God. Pugsley! Get your pet, my God. Oh crap. Of course it's gonna happen here. This will get interrupted, it won't be solved, and then they'll have like a zombie they have to contend with. Never mind. Got it. Say bye-bye to your book. Oof. Saved your life, girl. Hero. She doesn't want to be a hero, but she is.
Turns out nature doesn't bring us together.
Oh.
Rips us apart.
Oh great, now Dr. What's-Her-Face Fairchild's gonna have a zombie.
It devours the weak, leaving the strong to stumble on.
At least they didn't have to hide the body.
I'm no closer to saving Enid. I'm exposed to a predator that's always watching.
Yeah, who the hell is that?
Hiding in plain sight. Waiting for the right time to strike.
Gone. Per the usual.
Time is running out on this.
I mean, everybody was here for camp, so like it could be anyone that was here for
keeping
camp.
Track of deceased outcasts?
Good question. Maybe their abilities?
And how is she tied to Enid's impending death? Two roads diverge in the woods. I must take the road less traveled.
Yeah.
Welcome to Willow Hill.
Oh! Okay. Didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be the zombie. Okay. Surprised me. You got me. Let's talk about it. Okay. So, Agnes is still technically stalking Wednesday, but not in the way she was. Like, she really wants approval from Wednesday, which is really interesting because that's not really something Wednesday gives out. And I thought when I saw the red hair in the cell, I was like, it's her. And I was like, how is she responsible for these deaths? Because I thought actually it was going to be the zombie who was responsible for the driver's ed teacher and the camp guy, whatever. And then of course, if it were, if it were the stalker, which I don't know how this would make any sense whatsoever. It's obviously whoever the avian is responsible for the guy in the woods and Sheriff Galpin. And then, you know, when what's-her-face, oh God, what is her name? Okay, I had to look it up. Thornhill. It's Thornhill. I always want to say like Barrymore or something. Anyway, okay, so Thornhill got transferred to Willow Ridge, or Willow Psych Ward. So now her and Tyler are closer together, so it had nothing to do with what happened in the woods whatsoever. I don't know where the zombie goes. I don't know where Slurp is. But I hope I mean, he is responsible for 2 deaths. He's responsible for the people that he ate. But the fact that he's regenerating and that he's growing a brain, like that's what you think in lore, what zombies do is that they are like brains, and not just to eat brains, but to give themselves brains. So I think that that's why he went after Gomez, because we know Gomez is a lawyer, so he's incredibly smart, probably the smartest one at the camp besides Wednesday. I mean, Pugsley shouldn't have brought him. Pugsley shouldn't have done any of this. It's funny because he's making it really hard for me to defend him, because I'm like, oh, but he's a sad, lonely boy. You know, he doesn't have any friends, and like this gave him kind of a purpose. And I am equally kind of like, you're not bright. Agnes like saying like, oh, he'd starve if he tried to eat you. It's because he doesn't really generate a lot of brain power. He doesn't think well. At all. So, yeah, you're making it really hard for me to defend you, Pugsley. Now, I'm happy that Ajax had enough courage to go talk to Enid. He'd been trying to talk to Enid. The fact that Enid wouldn't talk to him, I'm just like, girl, I'm so disappointed in you, because you have so much like zest and zeal and spirit and fire in you, and you were still too afraid to break up with Ajax. I get it. He's a great guy. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. You just don't feel the same way about him. That means that nobody's really in the wrong here. You know, like you could go and tell him that, and it's just like, you didn't do anything and I didn't do anything. It's just, it's not there anymore. And that's so much better than stringing him along and then like actively being in a different relationship with Bruno in front of everybody else. And quite frankly, Ajax, I mean, he could see the writing on the wall, which is why he was like leaving presents and trying to do all that stuff to kind of woo her back. But like, that's not what got her in the first place. It's because of who she used to be is no longer who she is now. And her wolfing out should have given her a lot more of that courage. Like, if she was like sure of herself and had confidence in herself, then why couldn't she go tell Ajax? Little annoyed at Enid for that, but it's really hard to find Enid annoying because she is really sweet. Although the outfit thing, I was like, girl, you're going camping. Like, stop it. And it's so funny because I was like, oh, I don't want to go to camp. And then I'm like, all of their tents were dope. Like, I'd stay in any of those tents, like with a king size bed. That was not camping. That was glamping to the extreme. Yeah, I would definitely stay there. That's pretty cool camping. And it's so interesting how Wednesday hates these social situations where she doesn't want to be involved, but she always spearheads it, you know, conquers it, and is always the hero, whether it is saving Evermore last season, whether it is saving the camp, whether it is saving her mother from a zombie. You know, like she still like has that hero's heart in her. Like she tries to fight her nature all the time. Because I think there's just something that she just doesn't like about being bright and shiny and showing like her true colors aren't necessarily black. There's a little bit of vibrancy there. I'm just saying. Now, her losing the duel to Morticia, like I was like, what are they going to do? What do you mean a duel? And like having the glass hearts, like that was phenomenal. Like, what a great look in the woods with the fire. Their outfits, Morticia's outfits in this whole episode were just with the little umbrella or whatever they call that, parasol, and like the veil and like the like tight little, she looked fly. I was like, oh my God, I think this is like really the first time I've seen her in something that, I don't want to say normal clothes because that was definitely not a normal outfit, but in clothes that weren't just dark, broody, I love death and being sexy at the same time. Although I do love her and Gomez and the dance, like they just really exude sexiness. And it's funny because I didn't really like him as Gomez when I first saw him because I love Raul Julia so much as Gomez. But I think I'm starting to embrace it because he has that confidence and like he loves his kids and he loves his wife and he loves life and like he is a bright, shining, positive spot in the world, which is so interesting considering that like Wednesday definitely leans more towards her father than her mother. And like that should be something that repels her. So like that kind of makes me think that like maybe she does kind of dig that, but it's much safer to experience that with her father than anybody else. Now, definitely experiencing things with her mother besides dueling each other in the woods You know, like knowing that Morticia has a strained relationship with her mother and sees her mother as a manipulator, and like knowing that Wednesday has this strained relationship with Morticia, and it's just interesting how that generational trauma follows. I'm really glad that we're getting a storyline with mothers and daughters, even with Bianca and her mother, because Bianca has every reason to never support her mother again, have a relationship with her mother, yet she still wants to, and she wants to take care of her and make sure that, was it Gideon, that he's found by the police, and that like they investigate him and find out like that he was responsible for everything that her mother was involved in. Now, I don't think her mother's innocent, you know, using your ability, whether it is to help your cult leader or not, you're still guilty. But I do love that the heart on Bianca is that like she has such a forgiving, loving heart that she just wants to help her mother no matter what. And, you know, it's funny because you see Wednesday always have this like contentious relationship with her mother where she's constantly just at odds with her, and she's like, you're going to give me that book or else. And it's like, or else what are you going to do, Wednesday? Kill your mother? I doubt it. And the fact that Morticia's just like, I don't care if she hates me. I don't care if she's mad at me. She's not going to die because of the way Ophelia died, or because of Goody's book, or because of her psychic ability. And the fact that she wants to master it, and that she thinks she has mastered it, and she wants to use it. Like, Morticia's like, absolutely not. I side with Morticia on that. And I think that, like, Wednesday working with Morticia would be so much better than working against Morticia, because they're a psychic no matter what. They have psychic abilities, and Morticia could help her do it in a safe way, I think, rather than the way Wednesday wants to do it, which Morticia's right, it's a book of shortcuts. It gets you from point A to point F without having to do any of the in-between, and that's where a weakness can occur. So I'm with Morticia on this one as much as I love Wednesday. I don't support her behavior. It's borderline temper tantrum. I don't love that. Yeah, and Dr. Fairchild, I don't trust her at all. Like, she could be an avian for all I know. I'm trying to think of anybody that like we would know that's an avian, and I don't know if we have to go off of just the clue of it. The last person that they knew was an avian was 10 years ago, if that is related to this avian or not. But it's been a while since they've had an avian at the school. So it might be somebody that's older that like maybe Morticia knows, or like that they went to school with, like last season with Weems. I'm really interested to like kind of, I don't know how, I don't want to say I don't know how we find that out. I mean, that's the thing, is that we know it's not Thornhill. Tyler's not responsible. He wasn't there. I don't know if the doctor was there or not. I don't think so necessarily, even though I don't trust her. She wasn't there. So like I can't say that like it's all on her. She might have a motive, because especially with all of the obituaries that Sheriff Galpin had of outcasts, I think Lois is Tyler's mom, quite frankly. And he's trying to find a link so he can find whoever killed Lois, or hurt Lois, or targeted Lois. And maybe that's why the Crows were targeting him, is because he was getting close to figuring that out. I just don't know. I mean, to me, that means it's probably Fairchild. But that is typically the most obvious. Like, I suspected Kinbot for a really long time last season, and that wasn't her. And really, I didn't want to expect it. I don't want to suspect Thornhill because of it being Christina Ricci and her being Wednesday in a previous iteration. Like, I was just like, no, they wouldn't do that. That'd be too obvious. Oh, but they did. Oh, but they did. So, yeah, okay. I like now that we're paired with Agnes. I don't love Agnes as a character quite yet. I love how she handled the Pugsley situation, and her, like, taking care of Pugsley for Wednesday. She's finding a way to like really get in there. And can I say, this doesn't really matter whatsoever, but her in the purple uniform with her red hair and pale skin, that's not her color palette. But when she put on the black, I was like, ooh, yeah, that looks good. She needs to dress more in black. Become Wednesday if you want. Dress like Wednesday. Feel free. But guys, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to one episode early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you think about the conclusion that Agnes was the stalker? Because it doesn't make sense as in last season. Completely fine this season. If we had introduced a stalker at the beginning of this season and didn't have one at the end of the last one, that would be different. But I'm still kind of confused on that. And I think they just wanted to get rid of that storyline because maybe it didn't go in the direction that they wanted it to. I also heard that, oh God, what is her name? I can't even think of who plays Wednesday right now. Jenna, that she didn't like the love triangle story, and she might not even have liked the stalker story. And I think she's a producer this year, so she's like, we need to get rid of that story. I do like her being an investigative, clairvoyant psychic, but she still can't use her powers, which is good. I don't want her to fry your brain or end up like Ophelia, however Ophelia ended up. But if Mama is being introduced, then that means that at some point we're going to have Mama. So funny. I thought the manicurist at the beginning was Mama because of like how she was tending to thing, and I was just like, oh, that's exactly what somebody who works at a mortuary would know how to do, is to spray paint and make everything look like really like perfect before someone's laid to rest. And it's like, and maybe she works at a mortuary, but it wasn't Mama. So but I think having her present around Wednesday is going to reveal a lot about Ophelia and maybe a misinterpretation that Morticia had of the situation, or a revelation between Mama and Morticia so they can maybe get over whatever problems they were having, because we really need Mama's side. I mean, I'm always here for Morticia. Like I think that like she tries her best and she does her best, but at the same time she has a blind spot. So I'm eager to get more on that story. But guys, I'm excited to watch the next episode. So come back here for that. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.